When they got some rail blockers. Watch this now. Here's what happened. When Jesus decided to sit on what was stopping the people on Palm Sunday, the followers got mad. On Friday, they condemned him to die. Let me explain something to you. You have to know and you have to understand that some of your blockers and some of your haters were working for salaries.
My God. My God.
There are people in your life who have benefited from your pain, benefited from your lack of progress, and benefited from your struggle. But because a new day is dawning, God ain't gonna give them chance to slap back up on you. As the new day dawned, the angel descended, and they have come to sit on every blocker, every hater, and every. Now I'm trying to get somewhere, but only your praise can push me there.
My God.
So I really got to find the people again who know that even if I don't preach anything else, I've already preached to them. Okay. All right, watch this now. An earthquake came. An earthquake came. Just keep that in mind. I'm coming back to it. An earthquake came. An angel descended. He rolled the stone away. He sat on it. Keep that in your mind. I'll be back. Verse number 3.
His countenance was like lightning, and his clothing as white as snow.
Verse 4.
And the gods shook.
The gods shook. Read on.
For fear of him, and became like dead
men. Now you don't understand that. I got to take you back up to Matthew 27. I got to take you back up there. Look at Matthew 27 from verse 62. I know the media people don't got this. This just came, all right? You'll catch up. On the next day, which followed the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered together to Pilate, saying, Sir, we remember while he was still alive how that deceiver said, after 3 days I will rise. Just for the record now, watch this now. The people who were not his followers remembered this and the disciples didn't. Okay, let's just keep rolling. Because ain't no way they supposed to be despondent if they remembered this.
Amen.
But now his enemies, watch this now, said, Sir, we remember that while he was still alive, how that deceiver said, after 3 days I will rise. Therefore command that the stone be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away and say to the people, he has risen from the dead. So the last deception will be worse than the first. Pilate said to them, you have a God. Go your way. Make it secure as you know how. Make it as secure as you know how. So they went and made the tomb secure, sealing the stone and setting the guard. Now come on back here to chapter 28. Now understand now, Pilate released permission and authority for them to seal the tomb, make it secure, and set guards around it to make sure nobody steal the body. Now, let me say this very quickly. This ain't got nothing to do with my text, but I feel it anyway. Why are you going to go through all of that if you didn't have some kind of conviction?
Amen. Amen.
That this dead man had the power to come back?
My God.
And what I'm hearing now is those of you who've been catching hell ain't handling it right, because you would be been through what you've been through because those who put you through it know you have the power to do something else. And the hell you catching should have been a clue for celebration. All right, but come back here now. Come back here. So now verse 4, read again for me now, Reno.
And the gods shook for fear.
The gods shook. Shook for what?
For fear.
For fear. Go ahead.
Of him, and became like dead men.
Became like dead man. Now, these are the people hired by the county to protect the tomb. These are tough Bama-jammers.
Yeah, Bishop.
Tough big men. And God knew they were not scared of other men.
My God.
So he sent an earthquake and accompanied the earthquake with an angel. Watch this now. Watch this. Watch this now. And the angel came with such a glow that it struck the fellas down. Fear made them like dead men. What I've been getting in my spirit is these people who've been causing you trouble, all they have is a bark. And if you bark, they'll drop like dead.
My God.
So he says a new day dawning. These women getting ready to come to the tomb. I got to do more than what they anticipate. But first of all, let me get rid of those who've been hired to make sure they don't get to where they're going. And since I know these people are not going to be afraid by human nature, what I'm going to do is deal with them supernaturally. I'm going to send somebody from heaven. And they ain't even gonna say nothing to them. Just their appearance will let them down.
My God.
Lord have mercy. I feel like some of y'all, after your new day dawn, all you got to do is show up. So these people, some of them are not going to know right away that they lost their power. So they're going to still try to intimidate you and to manipulate you. They will still try to do like you have to have them to make it in your life. But I want to tell you, your haters, your intimidators, your blockers, they are like walking dead. They are like living zombies. Can I preach to somebody in here? They have no power. They have no more Now, this is interesting here. Read verses 4 and 5 for me, Pastor Brennan.
And the gods shook for fear of him and became like dead men. But the angel answered and said to the women,
hold on a minute. That's a clue.
My God. Ain't done for them.
The angel showed up. The gods dropped to their feet. They're like dead men. And the angel talks to the women.
My God.
Which means what frightened the men. Wait a minute. Let me say that right. Let me say that right. What frightened the gods didn't disturb the women. Hold on now. In case you confuse this for a gender configuration. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. See, you have to understand that the angel was not anointed for the gods. He was anointed for the women. So he now talks to the women and give them information. So here's the point. What frightened the gods enlightened the women.
My God.
The angel came, got rid of the enemy, and make sure the women had their information. Can I tell somebody that this next fight ain't yours? All you got to do is show up, show up, show up. And when you show up, by the time you get there, God would have sent your angel to take care of your haters and to take care of your blockers. And when you get there, you get information, revelation, and encouragement. Man, I feel like I'm left here by myself. I just feel like somebody should be jumping right now. Somebody should be really saying, thank you, Lord, right here. So watch this now. Watch this now. Verse 5. Read verse 5.
But the angel answered and said to the women, do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid, church. Mount Tabor, can I preach to you? The angel said to the women, don't be afraid. But what's happening when he says that? These big husky gods are already on the ground because of fear. What he's saying is, hey, don't follow them. They're your haters. They're your blockers. They're your obstacles. Don't pay no attention to them. Listen to me. Be not afraid. I have some good news. Lord have mercy. The worst thing you could do right now is have your ears open to your haters.
My God.
The worst thing you could do right now is open up your spirit to your blockers. You got to hear a message from God. Be not afraid to open up the business.
My God.
To start at your age, to go back to college, to go ahead with that relationship, to invest that couple of dollars you have now into something during this phasing out recessionary period.